Good day to thee. I'm Thomas Oldbody, a soldier in the new modelled Army of Parliament in this year of our Lord, 1646. The Civil War is over after the King has surrendered at Newark. But what will happen now after the world has been turned upside down? Parliament has been ruling without the King. Brother has killed brother, and our religion has been brought to confusion. There are some who say that this is the last days of man before Christ's final battle with the devil. Now, as I see it, the Lord made all things good in the world, but there are so many things that are bad and wicked as well. And that's the work of Satan, the devil himself. But the devil's a coward. He won't face Christ in a fair fight. He chooses to work through human bodies instead, witches. And there are many in these parts, and always have been. I mean, for some years ago now, one of them, Alice Samuel, cursed Oliver Cromwell's grandmother, and she died. Now that is a fact. Oh, there be witches and witchcraft about all right. And last week, hail the size of eggs fell across the land. Thunder was heard like a drum roll in the sky, and soldiers near Newark saw 3 figures fighting in the sky as well. The devil's at work and wants to reign in this world. Now who's going to protect us godly folk and seek these evil witches out? Who, I say?
Sir, I am John Stearne. This is my colleague, Matthew Hopkins. We have experience of searching for and finding witches. What would happen would be that you would need to make report to us of women who've been accused of such offences, and we would then have these women brought to us and they would be questioned. Could you explain to this godly gentleman how this questioning would be done?
Thank you, Master Stearne. Now, good fellow, you had much success in the counties of Essex and Suffolk and Norfolk. As you can see, we did rather well out of it. And we think it is important now to spread the word, and as we're aware, the Fens, the area around Huntingdon, it seems there is a den of witches around here, sir, and I think there'll be no shortage of volunteers to come forward and find them. We have had such success with watching and searching of the witches, so you will need to help us find women of good reputation. Do you know any women, sir?
Good wife Jones.
Well, she sounds an ideal candidate, and such women need to find out, bring us perhaps those that are considered on the edges of a community, perhaps those that might be more sensitive to the devil whispering in their ears, and these women will need to watch the accused, go to them and wait for a confession. If they do not confess of their crimes first of all, then they should be searched intimately by another woman, obviously. It is not the role of a man to do that, and look for marks of the devil upon her body, perhaps around her intimate areas. Once the searching has been done, they will be watched and watched closely. They will be deprived of sleep, they will be deprived of food and water over a period of time, where the women will take turns in trying to force a confession out of the woman. It is important that we have people to come forward to tell us. We need a witch to be accused by the people around her. It is no good that we just hear a tale. We need credible witnesses. Not just to tell us about the person themselves, but perhaps if this person has a familiar, an animal perhaps a dog or a cat, or perhaps many birds frequent them, and perhaps the devil has forced themselves into this animal, and the animals are then talking through the animal and are corrupting the witch in person. But our methods, not so much now that we would float a witch or swim a witch. It is very counterproductive, too many drowned. Therefore, we will employ perhaps a little bit of natural philosophy. For example, we would prick the witch to see if she bleeds or not bleeds. But more importantly, sir, we need the cooperation from you. We need cooperation from people around. As I understand it, with the superstition of the Fens, such witnesses and such help may be quite popular.
Oh, aye, it is, sir.
So, Master Stearne, do you believe that perhaps we will have success in finding the permission, the cooperation of local people, perhaps a magistrate, to continue our quest?
I think this is what we must do next, because these women will have been identified locally. People will know who they are. They will have seen evidence of their witchcraft. So all we now need to do, sir, is to find a local magistrate who will authorise us to do this work and ensure that we are paid appropriately
Oh
for
yes,
it.
be paid for our paint is very important, sir.
That doth sound reasonable.
Very
May the
well.
Lord be with you, gentlemen.
And with
also
you, sir.
sir.
Amen.